Welcome to Things About Sewing. Today we're going to break down the parts of the machine because yes, you should know these before starting to sew. I'm not going to name every single part of the machine because I just don't think that's necessary, but here are a few things that I think you're going to want to know. Most machines will have a bobbin winder. Usually they're at the top, and usually they have some sort of switch that tells the machine to wind the bobbin instead of run the machine when you're pressing down the pedal. In my machine, you literally just slide over the little bobbin case, but sometimes it is an actual switch. This is the tension. Truthfully, don't mess with it. Unless your seams are coming out weirdly and you can tell that the tension is off with your threads, I rarely touch my tension. Like if you have it at a good spot, you probably don't need to change it that much unless you're working with more complex fabrics. Sometimes you'll need to switch it, but for the most part, I rarely ever touch my tension. Is that controversial? Next, we've got the hand wheel. When you start and stop sewing, you always want to make sure that the needle is at the most upright position. Some machines will automatically put the needle at the most upright position for you. Mine does. However, not all of them do. So you can use a hand wheel to make sure that it's at the most upright position. And Natalia, how do I know that it's at the most upright position? Well, there's always a little trick. You want to make sure this little looper thing at the top of your machine is at the highest point, and that's how you know that your needle is at the highest point, and that's the point where you want it to be when you're starting and stopping sewing. You'll notice that if it's not at that position, sometimes the bobbin thread at the bottom comes out double and it just kind of messes up and is really difficult to pull out. So just use that little hand wheel, move it up, and you'll be good as new. Stick around for part 2.